Halloween has officially arrived here at the Magic Kingdom. So with that being said, we are over here today to check out everything spooky, from the spooky decorations, spooky merchandise, and spookiest thing of all, we are going to talk about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which officially started on August 9th, and for us, tomorrow. So make sure you guys do hang out with us, make sure you do subscribe, and hang out with us as we go on our spooky adventure throughout the Magic Kingdom. And of course, as soon as you walk in, you do have the Main Street station here. The first thing you see when you walk in, and they do have all of their bunting officially up already. And the biggest draw is going to be the Mickey Pumpkin Jack-o'-lanterns, which they are actually now officially selling those within the park. So we're going to check all that out as well. And as soon as you walk into the Magic Kingdom, the decorations are in full swing, from the pumpkins here, we have the jack-o'-lantern seats, to the pumpkins on top of some of the buildings as well, and all of the bunting and all of the garland of autumn leaves, pumpkins, and everything. And then, like I said, you have your very, very popular Mickey Pumpkin lanterns. So we're going to come here into the middle area. We're going to look at the scarecrows that they put up every year, because these are always so cool to look at, because they have the mayor, they used to represent the citizens of Main Street, which have never returned since coming back from the closures here. Now all these are going to represent everything here on Main Street. You got the mayor with his little pocket watch timepiece right there. Then it looks like you had like the madam here, who was probably his wife. So then you got your little marching band guy, because of the Main Street Philharmonic tends to play down here on Main Street, USA. Then you've got the baseball player with the scarecrows. This actually represents the Casey's Corner area, since that's themed towards a baseball. Then you've got the Main Street Emporium, the scarecrow dressed up like the cast members in the Emporium, with a little stuffed jack-o'-lantern with little Mickey ears on the top, and it says Main Street USA Emporium on it. Then you've got the confectionery cast members as scarecrows. You can see they got the candy-covered apple, the lollipop, and you got sugar being spilled on the ground by that one right there. And of course, you do have all the bunting all the way down, but make sure you stop and look at all the different pumpkins they've got all around Main Street, USA. And man, I do love the fact that these Mickey Pumpkin lanterns are all the way down Main Street every time. Last, I think a couple years ago, after the closure and everything, they did not put them back up, and it was kind of a big disappointment as a whole. So we will be going back over there in a minute to go check out all of the spooky merchandise they've got. But we're going to continue on down Main Street, just kind of looking at all the different merchandise they have. Kind of when you get to certain buildings, they do have certain pumpkins that are designated just for that. So like right there, you got the House of Magic, and you got all the different magical things going on above it, with the pumpkin, with the rabbit coming out of the hat, cards, ball, wands, and everything. And then you got the ice cream shop, and there, right there, is one of the saddest sights: spilled ice cream. That's definitely a sad point. Get in front of Casey's. Then of course they do have their pumpkins up there as well. You got a baseball, got some peanuts, and you got the famous Casey fries right there. But I do love all of the garland they have put around. It looks really nice. You got little gourds in there, little berries and everything for like the fall time stuff. So this is probably going to be the coolest view you get of the castle with a Mickey pumpkin right here. So really going to be nice. It would be nicer to come down and be able to get in this spot, but they have the spot currently locked off for the fireworks show this evening. So, but you can see almost every one of the lamp poles has a Mickey lantern on it, and they don't have the weird carriages that they tried to use a few years ago for the 50th anniversary. This pumpkin is my reaction to seeing my bill after going to Disney. Well, since we will talk a little bit about the Halloween party, here in Town Square Theater is a unique double different meet and greet. So you do have your normal Mickey meet and greet here during the day, but in the evening for the party, you get to meet Mickey in his night attire, and you get to meet Jack and Sally here together in the theater. This is one of the most popular meet and greets, usually every year, and can usually have upwards of a 2-hour plus line every single night. So make sure that if you are coming here and you want to wait for Jack and Sally, try to get here early, or wait till one of the parades, and that's usually when the lowest line is. So we came into the shop outside of where like they do all the hats and everything, and they do have some of the Halloween pins. You've got Minnie with Figaro, Stitch as 626, the Mickey and Minnie pumpkins, Grumpy Donald, because who else, Mickey as a skeleton, and Pluto hanging out in a pumpkin. I think all of these are going to be like yellow, so I don't know what that color means. I hate when they do the color. $15. So they got the brand new Disney Candy Apple Mystery Pin Box. Can you turn it to the side? And on each one of them, these are the ones you can possibly get. So we're going to open up. We got 2 boxes, so we're going to open these up. Caleb's already was being impatient and ripping right into them.
So maybe it wasn't Disney. Yes! First one. I can't, it's not focusing.
It is.
Yeah. Huh, well, it doesn't matter what we get for the others now.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, Ursula.
Ooh. Nice.
Alright, watch you get the same ones.
I know, I wanted to tell them to mix it up some, but...
Ursula.
Oh, no.
Already off to a great start. You're
Stop.
kidding! I didn't even think that would be the case.
Well, doubles.
And then now all the lights have now come on and all the jack-o'-lanterns are starting to flash. It's always a good time. Be even cooler when it gets later at night. So we're really hoping to go to the Halloween party this year. Right now it doesn't seem like it's in the cards, but maybe if something changes, we'll get to go. So kind of crossing our fingers for that one. And now we are into probably the longest portion of this will be the merchandise. Come in right away. You got your Spirit jersey for this year. They got a brand new button down, which maybe ended up getting this. Got your candy corn lounge fly that everyone's always obsessed with. This is probably gonna be $90 something, $98. Things are getting more and more expensive every single year. Then you've got the Spirit jersey for it, so it's like candy corn design, has the Disney logo on the front, and then on the back, per usual, says the Walt Disney World with Mickey and friends hanging out in a pumpkin patch. That's going to be $80 for that. They then do offer a pumpkin for like trick-or-treating. Then we've actually got this. We actually ordered it as soon as it was available. Got a Mickey and Mickey, Minnie, and Minnie pumpkin stuffed animals, and those are currently on our couch. One of the big pieces though is, of course, the Starbucks cup, which is, I like this design better. The Pokey ones were not my favorite, but it's candy corn design with the Mickey on the front, and a grand total of $50 for that. Then you've got the countdown calendar for Halloween, and I do love the like spooky haunted house for it. The numbers are very small though, so I kind of the downside to that, which is going to be $60. Now, one of the big ones is the Mickey wreath. So this is a version of what they put out on Main Street. The only downside is it kind of does look a little fake. It kind of feels kind of cheap made almost. I mean, in comparison to what you have on the street, which are like fantastic. But let's see, how much are they selling these for? $75. I don't know if it's worth $75. Maybe $50, but $75. Though I have seen more people buying them. And if you look right in the back, they have a whole wall, actually 2 walls full of them. So they are selling, just kind of really expensive for what they should be. So I showed you some of the pins earlier, but now some more of the pins. They have the Muppets, and I do love these because they're holding pumpkins that are designed. And you got Grogu with a Mandalorian, what do you call it? The candy bag, jack-o'-lantern, something. And then these two that we didn't see over there, they got the castle with Mickey and friends and the haunted castle, which is haunted castle. It's actually really cool. I like this a lot. And the Winnie the Pooh one as well. Ooh, look at the light up Mickey. I know. You know, I kind of wish we had like what Disneyland has, and they had the Winky Mickey. I wish we had a giant one like that. I get it because like it's a better picture with having the stacks of pumpkin with the castle in the background, but so the big one is $60. But what I do love, look at the little ones. Those are adorable. They're table light, and those are going to be $30. I don't know how adorable that is now. Of course, it wouldn't be merchandise if you didn't have your mini ears to go along with it. So you do have the candy corn. They really went the candy corn style this year. I think these are $40 a piece. So kind of ridiculous. Oh, and the Crocs are back this year. Not many people are talking about the Crocs, but I do know the merchandise has only been out for, what, a week now? But I do love the Mickey's Pumpkin Patch, established 1928, Mickey and Friends. The 3D effect on it is still weird to me, but these aren't as bad as like the Christmas ones from last year. Now, what I am surprised by is how much Stitch or 6-2 Stitch stuff they have. He's dressed up in an alien costume, but he himself is an alien.
Human dressing up as a human.
Yeah, well, I mean, people do that as Halloween party or costumes for Halloween. So, how much is he? He is not worth the $35. I feel like. Oh, now they've got all of the Sanderson sisters for Hocus Pocus and everything out. They've got a special Joffrey's coffee. Is this a giant chocolate bar? This is a giant chocolate bar with popping candy.
Ooh.
Wow. There is 16 servings in this, and a serving is 1 ounce. But like,
oh my god.
Like this is a pound.
Look how cute this
Okay,
is.
so this is the stuff I'm really excited about. Look at the Stitch. Look at all the Stitch merch they have. I'm not really a fan of this, but like, not bad. I do like this. This is really funny because he's bursting out of the pumpkin, causing havoc because what else does Stitch do? But this button down actually is really cute because of him popping out of the pocket. Oh.
I know.
Creepiest pumpkin patch. That's really cool. I do like that a lot, actually. I'm actually surprised. This, and then there's another button down that I want to get. Oh, look at the Stitch candy jar. Looks like he's eating your hand when you put your hand in. Looks like he's eating it. See how much is it? $50 for that. It makes sense. Oh, and look, of course, an ornament. And you got Stitch as a vampire with his little alien carved pumpkin. Oh, and he lights up. That's cool. I'm not going to pull the thing out because I don't want to waste the battery. Okay, this is the button down that I really, really like a lot. The only downside, though, is weird is that you kind of have to have a button up to make sense. But, oh, that's weird. It's the same print on the front as it is on the back. I'm not sure how sold I am on that then. Then there it says this year's Halloween just basic shirt, which is kind of nice. It doesn't have a date on it, so that's kind of the first time I've seen it without a date, unless there is one somewhere I'm not looking at. But I do like it. I actually like. Kayla doesn't like it. I kind of like it a lot. And look, Mickey pumpkin ears. Those are really cute, actually. And then here is the Loungefly. Kind of last thing I'll probably show you because most everything else is kind of the same. But look at this, the creepy house. But look, the little windows open up. You see Minnie there. And then you see Daisy. But look, Mickey has a little skeleton. Goofy, of course, being scared. You got Figaro down there. Pluto at the top. The gourds on the side. Mickey and gang all in the back. This is a much different design. It's more slick. Loungefly. Let's see. $95 is what I'm guessing it's going to be. $88. Still really expensive, but cool. Not my favorite thing in the world. We're going to do the people mover really quick. Talk about a couple things with the party that happens throughout the Magic Kingdom, and then when we get off, we'll finish talking about that, and then probably head out after that just because it's getting close to firework time, and we really like not to be here during the fireworks. So one of the interesting things is that during the party this year, Tron and actually Tiana's are not going to have a virtual queue for it. They're actually just going to be on normal standby lines. Tron actually went to that during the Christmas party last year, but the big thing is also with that, for the party, they usually have overlays, and Space Mountain has one of the best ones in Hyperspace Mountain, which they essentially just turn off all of the lights and play like super loud rock music. Well, this is new for us. We've never actually been stopped on the People Mover inside Space Mountain where they had to turn the lights on and everything. Weird. Kind of wish we were farther up so we actually could see the ride. See, there's just lights. And then other things they do have is they do have like dance parties. So like here they end up having like the Monster Inc. characters, like Mike, not as Sully, and the guy who always gets the sock on him, who always gets yelled for $23.19. So that usually the dance party goes on down there as well. A lot of the rides do stay open, but some rides do not because they become treat locations, just like Carousel of Progress. Then it becomes a treat location, and I do think Monsters Inc. stays open during the party, but it's not like normal like show quality. It's where they kind of interact with you and learn about what Halloween is.
y'all can get this started.
So one of the things I want to talk about before we end up leaving, because we are making our way out to the front of the park, is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is the specialty ticketed event here that happens starting pretty much beginning of August, which in my opinion is a little too early, but it is the after-hour event. So the Magic Kingdom closes very early those days for people who are not staying. The party itself starts around 7 o'clock at night, and you start getting in at 4 o'clock. Especially things with this is that you do have probably one of the best parades out there in the Boo to You parade. But one of the other things, the couple other things they do offer is they do offer the stage show, which is the Sanderson Sisters. Now, in my opinion, I really wish they would actually change this to the villain show that they had for when they used to have villains after hours events. That show was amazing and so much fun. But I get why. The Sanderson Sisters show is actually still pretty cool. And then they do have the fireworks show at night, which is no longer Hallowishes, which in my opinion is a big mistake that they made, not being able to have Hallowishes anymore. Another thing also with the party is that you do get to go trick-or-treating throughout the night. You are given a bag at the start of the night, and then honestly you can pick up more bags later on. If you're like us, if we get to go, we'll bring extra I go bring a bigger bag to dump all our candy into so we can get as much candy as we physically carry. Plus, specialty character meet and greets as well. Like we talked about early on, you had Jack and Sally at the front of the park, meeting also with Mickey in a different outfit. They do also have like Lotso meeting, and many other characters they're always constantly adding. And for what I've heard this year, is they're going to try out something very similar to how kind of Oogie Boogie Bash is, where while you're in line waiting for candy, they're going to have the villains interacting with you, just like the treat trails they have there. So I would really super excited to see that does come to fruition. And like I said, I really hope we get to go to it this year. It is kind of expensive, but it does happen a lot. Through the month of August, it happens, I think, every Monday or Tuesday and every Friday right now. So one of the other cool things also with the party is they do offer specialty snacks from like different treats and stuff. So I'm hoping I can kind of show you guys all the different treats they do have talked about and have already displayed, so that so you guys can see what you could expect to possibly get before you go to the party itself. Oh, another thing also is they are bringing back the Max Powerline pre-show to the Boo to You parade. Now that is one of the coolest things ever, because I like it's kind of like before the Christmas parade, they had the little dancers come out and they dance and interact, and it kind of distracts you while you are waiting for the parade to get there, because Boo to You is a very long parade, but it's also a very slow parade because there is a lot of dancers and a lot of things happening throughout the entire time. So I would recommend, if you want to see Boo to You, either see the second parade or watch it down here at Town Square. Usually no one down here. And then one of the coolest things is as you leave out of the Magic Kingdom, it says "See ya real soon." Possibly the coolest thing they have for that as well. I feel like I say that, but like the Halloween season is so much fun. So that was our very quick spooky trip out here to the Magic Kingdom. Like I said, lots of things starting to happen. You got all the great decorations, a lot of great merchandises here that I'm actually very impressed with. Some of the stuff may be a little overpriced, but that's becoming kind of the norm with theme park merchandise as a whole. But got to also talk about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Like I said, we're hoping that we'll get to go to this year. Really hope we get to go to it. I really like to see it, especially getting to see Boo to You again. That'd be fantastic. So, but now it is time to head out because I don't want to get stuck with the crowds waiting for the fireworks and everything else. So if you guys enjoyed the trip, make sure you do leave a like on the video. If you're heading to Mickey's Not So Scary, let us know in the comments down below that you're heading there and what are some of your favorite things to do there if you've been before. But with all that being said, as we do head on out from our spooky trip out here to the Magic Kingdom, we will see y'all next time.